Hey Morgan, how are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Doing okay?
I'm alright. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I haven't seen you in a little bit, so, tell me a little bit, how's your past week been?
Well, it was okay. It wasn't good, but I don't guess it was horrible either. So I guess okay would be the best way to describe it.
Okay, so what happened just to make your week good?
Well, we started the second semester of classes.
Yeah.
So that brought some stress.
Yeah.
In itself, but I don't have any classes with Kyle, my ex-boyfriend.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, that is really good. And I was really relieved about that. But my first day of all of my classes were over, and I was leaving my last class. And apparently, Kyle had a class in the room across the hall because I met him in the hall. We were walking out of
So
our
you saw
classes
him.
at the same time. Yeah. So I saw him, and he had a girl with him. So it was like just a shock. Like I felt like someone had just slapped me across the face because
Yeah.
it was just I was not expecting to see him, much less see a girl with him.
Yeah.
So I just acted like I didn't see him, and I went out the other door and went on but it was the girl that everyone has been saying that they've been dating. So
Yeah.
they have classes together, and I'm probably gonna see them every week, and
Yeah.
it's just something that I don't want to deal with, really.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, you saw your boyfriend with another girl, that can't make you feel, good.
Right. It just made everything feel worse, really.
Okay.
Everything that I did.
Yeah, well, as we're setting our agenda today, we'll go ahead and definitely, write that down as the first thing, we might cover. So, I'll just write it down right here.
Okay.
Okay. So, what else happened this week?
Well, it was basically the same as before, other than classes starting. I still have trouble getting out of bed. I have trouble staying out of bed. It's like I get up, but I just want to go right back to bed after I shower and stuff.
Okay.
I really don't have much of a desire to do much, and my friends go out and everything, but they don't ask me to go out with them. So, they go out and have fun, and I just always sit in my room and do nothing.
Okay. So, maybe like, not hanging out with friends. Would that be something you want to add to
Yeah,
that list?
definitely.
Okay. And also, how about what you said just before that, having trouble getting out of bed and staying out of bed? Is that something else you think that you would want to add to the list?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
definitely something.
Okay. So, right now on our list we have, you saw your ex-boyfriend after class with another girl. You really want to socialize with your friends more, but you don't do much. And you're having trouble getting out of bed and staying up for the rest of the day without going back.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Let me look.
Okay, yeah.
Let me look. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, those are like the top 3 things that I want to focus on. So.
Okay. All right. So, out of these 3 things, they're all very important. But how about we just pick one to focus on?
Well, I think that I would really like to focus on not going out with my friends.
Okay.
I think if I could keep myself busy, I wouldn't focus as much on what Kyle's doing,
Okay. Yeah.
who he's with and stuff. But like I don't even think that they want to hang out with me, just because like when I was dating Kyle, I neglected them. I didn't hang out with them. I basically only hung out with him, and they are still doing the things that they were doing before, but I'm not doing the things I was before. So now I just sit at home, and my friends have a good time and they go shopping and stuff and out to eat, but I know that they don't even want to hang out with me.
Okay. Okay, so that's great. We'll just stay on our agenda. We'll focus on your desire, the one right here, to go out with your friends and socialize.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we do that, let's kind of go over last week's session and see how the homework went.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So last session we just kind of discussed, the depression that you've been feeling from the breakup with, Kyle,
Mhm.
and how that affected your mood.
Mhm.
And then we, also discussed how it was hard to get out of bed in the mornings. So
Mhm.
that's something that we'll definitely have to revisit again. What do you remember from last session?
Um. Well, basically, just pretty much what you said. Um, we talked about why it was so hard after the breakup
Yeah.
and that it was normal
Yeah.
to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Then I told you that I've never experienced issues getting up in the mornings. Usually I'm a morning person. But it's like since Kyle broke up with me lately, I've had problems getting out of bed and staying out of bed. Like
Yeah.
I don't wanna get up. Usually I'm wide awake when I wake up,
Yeah.
and I'm just not. And it's like I have nothing to, no desire
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to get up.
Okay. Well, I also kind of remember last session, we discussed some homework.
Mm-hmm.
And the homework was that you would try to make sure that you were out of bed by 9 o'clock every morning and have
Mhm.
breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd that go?
Well, the first couple of days it was okay.
So for the first couple days,
Yeah, just Monday and Tuesday.
okay, what triggered that to change?
Well, I saw Kyle on Tuesday.
Oh, after class, yeah.
After class. So
Mhm.
it was like Monday and Tuesday, I just didn't, after that, I just didn't.
Okay. Okay, so how did you cope with seeing him with that other girl?
Well, it was after class, so I just went right back to my room and I just laid down. I wanted to sleep, and I did fall asleep for a little bit, but even when I woke up, I just laid in bed. I had no, I just didn't do anything.
Yeah. How successful do you think that was?
Well, not very successful because,
Yeah.
I still felt bad, and Wednesday I didn't want to get out of bed. It was like,
Yeah.
just,
So you don't think that was very successful
No.
to do? What do you think maybe you could do that would be different, or what would help?
Well, I liked the homework that we had because on Monday and Tuesday, it's like I knew I needed to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I knew I had to do
Mhm.
something,
Yeah.
to eat breakfast, and it was just like a goal I set for myself. But then seeing him through that, it just threw a wrench in it. But once that I got Monday and Tuesday, once I got out of bed and ate breakfast, it was just easier to stay awake and go ahead and start my day. I just really want to hang out with my friends again. I feel like if I was hanging out with my friends, then things would just be better. I wouldn't think about Kyle as much and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Mhm.
but I know that they don't want to hang out with me.
So you think that your friends don't want to hang out with you?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think they
Okay.
do.
All right. Well, I have an idea. Let's do what we call a cost-benefit analysis.
Okay.
Okay. And let me get a piece of paper for us right here. And basically, what this is I'm gonna write up here, the thought that you have that your friends do not want to hang out with you. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me write this down real quick. Okay. And then right here I'm going to write advantage
Mhm.
and disadvantage. Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to try to think of some advantages and disadvantages of what would happen if you gave up this thought.
So if I gave up the thought that my friends didn't want to hang out with me,
Yeah.
okay. An advantage. Well, I would enjoy hanging out with my friends. if I
Yeah,
gave
that's
up that
definitely. Go
thought.
ahead and write that one
Okay.
down. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, can you think of like what a disadvantage would be if you gave up that thought?
that I would have to hang out with them, and then I may not get my homework done or
Yeah.
laundry or something
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, go ahead and write that one down too.
Okay.
Okay. Can you think of any more advantages?
Yeah. If I hung out with my friends, it would help me take my mind off my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah,
Mhm.
write that one down. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we have two advantages. Can you think of maybe another disadvantage? If you guys got thought of?
Well, I'm a very private person, and
Yeah.
I mean, people know Kyle and I broke up, but they don't really know any details. And
Yeah.
I feel like if I hung out with them, if I gave it that thought and hung out with them, then they would want to know what happened, and I just don't want to talk about Kyle.
Okay, yeah, so definitely write that one down too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, can you think of anything else, another advantage or disadvantage, either or?
If I hang out with my friends and stuff, I may be able to meet someone new.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and write that one down too. Okay. So we have a few different ones.
Mhm.
Can you think of anything else that you'd like to add to that list?
No, I think those are good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and as I look at this, I mean, and you're looking at it with me, like, what, you wrote it all down. How do you feel now, like, after reading this and kind of talking through it?
Really the assumption that they don't want to hang out with me is probably not true.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't want to, they may just not know how to ask me,
Mm-hmm.
or, so and maybe I just need to ask them or tell them that I
Okay.
want to do something.
Yeah.
So I think the advantages definitely outweigh the disadvantages.
Okay, yeah. I think that's great. And I really want you to continue this thought process,
Mhm.
through this session, as we come to an end. But I do want to visit one of the concerns that you had mentioned in the beginning,
Mhm.
and that's that you're having trouble, waking up and then
Mhm.
staying up.
Mhm.
And what I want you to do right here, and let's get a piece of paper.
Okay.
And what this is called, it's a log. It's,
Mhm.
just a log of, your day, an activity log. And what it's going to do is you're going to write down, and I'll kind of show you right here, like what time, if we start this tomorrow, what time will you have to get up tomorrow?
I'll just do 9.
The 9? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, okay. So we'll just write like 9 right
Mhm.
here. And what you would do is you would just write 9 o'clock, and what you do from like 9 till, let's say 10, like what would you do from like 9 to 10?
Usually, I'll just get up and eat breakfast and then
Okay,
watch
yeah.
TV.
Okay. Okay, so eat breakfast, watch TV, and so you can just kind of put up
Okay.
out there. So that's from 9 to 10. And then you would kind of go on throughout your day, and the next, hour, write that down
Mhm.
too. And over here on this side, I just want you to write it. We have, what you would do is pleasure.
Mhm.
Okay, and I want you to see like how much pleasure you actually get
Mhm.
out of this activity.
So do I put like yes and no? Or
No,
what?
you're just gonna like rate it,
Oh, okay.
1 to 10, on like how much pleasure you would get out of that. Okay. All right, and then the other one is A, and that stands for accomplishment.
Mhm.
And you just say like on a level of 1 to 10, how you feel, how accomplished it is. So out of, this one right here, what would you think the pleasure you would get
My
out of that?
pleasure would probably be like a 7. Just
Okay.
because it's like me time and
Okay, yeah, so you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
my accomplishment probably like a 3.
Okay,
I
yeah.
ate breakfast.
Yeah.
But nothing else
Yeah.
was really accomplished.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely do that
You think
before
you could
next
do
week.
that? You
Mhm.
think, okay, yeah, so just do that. And what we'll do is when you bring that back in, we'll kind of go over it and see, what the good times of your day versus, you know,
Mhm.
your achievements and stuff, and see if we can't, you know, help
Yeah,
the
okay.
problem with you going to bed and staying in
Okay.
bed. Okay?
So, okay, thanks. So
No problem.
okay, well, I'll see you next week.
I look forward to it.